Welcome back, winners. Make winning your only option. Now that's a fact. No other way. Taking heed. Always thinking spiritually, soberly. Action, feedback, adjustment, clarity, truth. Now that's a fact. I'm back at it. These are not just mere words. When taken completely to heart, they lead to action, vision, proven results, and to destiny. Now that's a fact. I feel myself driven towards an end that I do not know. Until then, all the forces of mankind can do nothing to stop me. Quote, unquote. This statement is attributed to Napoleon Bonaparte, the renowned French emperor and general of the early 1800s, mostly known for his reign during the French Revolution. And that's when France controlled most of the United States. And that, many of us know, led to the Louisiana Purchase, expressing an intense sense of destiny and invincibility. Napoleon Bonaparte believed within himself nothing or no one could stop him. He often spoke of his inevitable success in conquering or leading. I'm believing for a day when the desires of good men will be fueled with a passion that far exceeds the desire and design of evil men. What if you determined to experience inevitable success? Nothing and no one can stop you once you discover your full God given potential. You got to realize you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. When God made you, He made you on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose. So this is what you have to understand. If the enemy within does not destroy you, then the enemy without can do you no harm. The only things that have power over us, simply put, are the things that we give power over us. When heading towards one's destiny, you must be more driven by purpose than by shallow or unscrupulous motives, which don't generally produce quality or lasting outcomes. Purpose, my friends, is a much purer and more profound source of strength than rage or hatred could ever be. Men driven by hatred, rage, or the desire for absolute power often find themselves spiraling out of control into chaos, into confusion, or ultimately into oblivion and ruin, thereby becoming completely absent of any real meaningfulness or quality of life at all. Life, you remember, living impactfully faithful when? Every day. So, where in life are you headed? It really does matter how we live. Living impactfully faithful every day really does matter. Not just here or there, but consistently. So where are you right now? I'll call it your new point of origin. As a matter of fact, you can borrow that if you like. What if you could hit reset and really start anew? Say it. I'm starting anew. Anew. Accessing new emerging ways of thinking, ways of doing things, way of reinventing and reinvigorating yourself and your why. Anew. To do something over again or once more, often with a fresh approach or in a new and different way. How about do it once more? Repeat an action or process to perfect that action or that process. Fresh or different manner, to start over with a new approach, form, or perspective. Born anew. Experiencing a complete or personal rebirthing or renaissance. If any man be in Christ, and I mean any man, he is a new creature. He is a new creation. He is a new masterpiece. I'm just saying. A brand new point of origin is what you get to have by hitting the reset button and firmly believing in your personal authenticity and in your own originality. I believe these two things, personal authenticity and originality, go a long way. So, never become a copycat. It will always give the big cat far too much power and far too much credit for your achievements or your accomplishments. Point of origin, the starting point, the starting line, the place where you decide and determine it's only forward from here for me. It requires ignition, discipline, consistency, focus, and self-motivation. Self-motivation, which is the only true motivation. Just as the motor is in the vehicle, true motivation is within the individual. Just like there's a point of origin, there is a point of destination. We're on our way somewhere. We're heading somewhere specific. The ending point, the finish line, the final results, personal fulfillment, mission accomplished, purpose achieved, finito. Life is a race that must be run. It can only be completed once begun. And only you can determine how well it's run. What level of contribution and sacrifice are you willing to make in order to fulfill purpose and to triumph in your why? Let's consider what I call the 5 P's of profound destiny. Principles, precepts, purpose, perspective, power. Principles govern, precepts guide, purpose aims, perspective brings vision, and power strengthens. Somebody somewhere said, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Power corrupts, but here it is again. But absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what you must come to understand. You don't have to be in absolute control, but what you have to do is absolutely stand firm in your convictions, your passions, and your beliefs. I call it standing firm on kingdom business, standing firm in kingdom dominion authority. Never ever take defeat lying down. Always get back up again. Now that's a fact. No other way. Taking heed, always thinking spiritually, soberly, action feedback, adjustment, clarity, truth. Now that's